Hello, my name is Dr. Stanley Lang, and welcome to this broadcast. The series of broadcasts I've been doing is on how to heal or decrease stress. And the question I have for you is, how do friendships decrease stress? How do friendships decrease stress? Now, some people might say, well, my friendships increase stress. But for the purposes of this discussion, we're going to look at how friendships can play a role in decreasing our stress. So the whole idea that I'm trying to get our minds around is the concept of stress management. And in previous broadcasts, I've talked about one of the working definitions of stress management being, or of chronic stress being, the gap between our expectations and our reality. So if we have a big gap between what we want and what we've got, and we're focused on that gap, that causes us to feel the feeling of chronic stress. And if that's going on in a lot of different areas of our life, then we feel very stressed out. So I've been promoting a strategy of what I would call whole person health to help us deal with this chronic stress in the best way possible, looking at physical, emotional, and spiritual resources that each of us have to be able to deal with chronic stress. And today we're focusing on emotional resources, and that being friendships. How do friendships help us heal stress? So there's several different things that we could talk about friends, like they help us to not feel alone, especially when we're going through a difficult time. They can distract us from what's going on in our life, and they can provide a lot of fun in our life by interacting with them. But that's not really how friendships primarily decrease stress. Those are sort of the side effects of the primary way that friendships decrease stress. The way that they primarily decrease stress is if and how I'm investing in the relationship. So if I'm investing in the relationship in a real and significant way, and if I'm doing this on a regular basis, that's the how part. How am I investing? At least on a weekly basis, I'm investing in building this relationship. If I'm doing that, this relationship is growing, and when the relationship is growing, it's much more likely that when I'm with this friend, I won't feel alone. They will distract me from the stress that's weighing me down, and being around them will just be fun. It'll pull me back into a different experience. And if I'm not investing in the relationship, if I'm not giving of myself, then being around that friend is not likely to have those positive effects. In fact, they're as likely to be sharing their miseries with me as I am with them. So how do I invest in a relationship? Well, the first thing is I have to decide to want to give into the relationship. That is, give to it, to build it up, to pour my resources, my emotional resources, into this relationship. In other words, to help this person be the best person they can be. Now, that doesn't require a lot of time, but it does require the intention of building the relationship. So first of all, I have to intend to want to build this person up, and second of all, then I have to spend at least some time every week building it up, or else the relationship just doesn't grow in a way that it will sustain me when I am feeling really stressed out. So this kind of relationship, if we have 2, 3, or 4 friendships like this that we are regularly investing in, building, giving of ourselves, this will provide powerful support for us when we're going through stress. And this kind of a person will be there for us and will be a way of decreasing stress just by knowing that they're there. Just knowing that we have these good friends that are for us, that want the best for us. Just knowing that is helpful when I'm going through stressful times. So my take-home message for today is to encourage you to have 3 or 4 people in your life that you truly invest in the relationship. In other words, the relationship isn't on cruise control. you're actually trying to build the relationship up. And if you're doing that on a regular basis with these friends, that will provide a foundation, one of the important foundations for you when you're trying to deal with chronic stress. So I hope you have a good time spending some time thinking about which friendships you should really be investing in. And I do hope that you have 3 or 4 good friends in your life. God bless you, and have a good day.